Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Draft Mockery. We got Mock Draft 2.0 coming at you here. I'm David.
I'm Matt.
And here we go. Let's get right into this. So, we're going head-to-head here with a mock draft post-free agency, post-combine, with trades. So, you got your quarter ready?
Yes I do. So call it here, heads or tails.
Well, I called it last time, so you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna call tails.
All
Tails
right.
never fails.
All right. Heads are for winners.
It's tails.
You fucker.
Alright, I'm gonna take the first pick this time.
All right. And you get to torture me with my Patriots. I got it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the easy pick here. It's Caleb Williams.
Easy pick. All right. Number 2 overall with the Commanders. A lot of people say that maybe Jaden Daniels goes here, but I think it's an easy pick. I think Drake May is a clear advantage over him, but that's a different story.
Alright, so Drake May is gonna go number 2 overall. Number 3 on the board, we got the New England Patriots.
Possibly the most interesting pick in this draft, but we'll see.
And possibly.
I mean, the potential alone is enough.
Yeah. You know, I could definitely see it. However, I'm going to make a trade.
All right, I like it.
The Minnesota Vikings are going to trade
Give me
up.
the you need the 23rd too. If they're trading from 11 to 3, then you because everybody
Possibly, yeah.
because it's not just going to be the Vikings that are calling.
Some random stuff.
Justin Jefferson too, maybe.
Just to balance the deal out. You know?
Okay, yeah. I think that'll do.
Oh, right.
Ricky Williams at trade.
So Minnesota's going to trade up here, and they're going to get their quarterback. They're going to get Jaden Daniels, very explosive quarterback, going up with explosive offense. You got Hawkinson, you got Aaron Jones now, and obviously Justin Jefferson. Not in this trade.
Yeah.
Sending everything they have for the next 2 years over there.
Yeah.
But anyways, your pick, number 4, Arizona Cardinals.
4 overall here. It's an easy pick. You got to go with Marvin Harrison Jr.
I respect it. And with all the cuts that have been happening and all the trades in the Chargers wide receiver room, I'm going to start the run on wide receivers. We're going Malik Neighbors.
I'm a fan of a possible trade up here for my but the New Jersey Giants. I'm a fan of a trade. I think they could get something out of this. But from who? Maybe Denver.
Okay.
Maybe Denver wants to. Although, no, you know what? No, they're going to stick here. I think they go with Joe Alt. I think they need some help on that O-line and getting the number 1 tackle off the board. I think that's going to be a good pick.
So here at number 7, they don't get their first pick of offensive tackle here, but they do get a good player to fall into their laps. They're going to take Romo Dunes.
Mm-hmm.
All you with pick 8.
All right, pick at number 8 here. You know, I think the Broncos are real happy where they are because no other team ahead of them really wants to, really needs a quarterback. So I think they'll be happy with where they are. However, keep scrolling down. I want to see who else we got. Yeah, no one else is anxious enough. However, I do have one pick that I like here. Number 8.
Are you
Falcon.
gonna make the pick that you like?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Give me a second. Jesus Christ. Now, let's have the Bengals trade up here.
Okay.
Bengals are going to trade up to 8. And
Big
there.
jump.
It is a big jump, but they got some decent help in the offseason. They're just missing one big piece, and that's a tight end from Georgia, Brock Bowers, baby.
All right, I don't mind it. I do not mind it at all. Here's the thing. The Broncos feel like they're sitting pretty. But the thing is, they're not sitting pretty. I know who you're thinking. And they're not going to get him.
Yeah.
Because the Raiders are going to trade up here. They're going to give up whatever, Aiden O'Connell, new starting quarterback in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to trade up, and they're going to get their quarterback, J.J. McCarthy.
I like it. I like it. So now with the Jets here, Jets need wide receiver and tackle. Who did Romo Dunes go to? I'm forgetting already. Okay, to the Titans. So the Jets here, I think you got to go with a tackle. I'm in between Fantanu and Fashanu. You know what? Let's go with Mekhi Becton's what, a left tackle? Or is he a right tackle?
He's more of a eating Big Macs on the sideline.
We know that, but like when he does go into play, do you know what position?
I think they've played him at both historically. So.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's go with Fatanu. I like him here.
All right. Now I get your Patriots again.
You're gonna get both of them because you get 11 and 23.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man.
You can either
this will be interesting.
You can either doom or save my Patriots. Let's see how it goes.
You know what? I'll be nice. I'm gonna give you guys Dallas Turner.
Okay.
A good young edge rusher to develop.
Yeah, have him sit under what's his name, Judon. Maybe take a couple snaps with him, learn from him. That would be dangerous duo. So Broncos here on the board at pick 12. You know, I think they're really feeling the pressure from everybody else right now. I think it's tough for them because they really don't want to be forced into a situation where they need to pick something. And it's Sean Payton, so he might not even hear the noise. But after that season last year with some pretty abysmal quarterback play, you know, I think you really got to go quarterback here. You know, nobody really wants to trade up for this spot. You would like to trade down because you know who you want. But I think you got to go with Bo Nix. I think that's their best option right now.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it as a possibility. This is about as high as I could see Bo Nix going in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to guess where he'll go, it'll be somewhere in probably very late first round if someone trades back up, or early to mid second round.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the absolute highest I could see him going, really.
Yeah, we've been hearing a lot of reports that Sean Payton really, really, really likes Bo Nix, and with all the other quarterbacks flying off the board quickly, he's not sure who is going to trade up in this scenario and maybe try to go grab him. So he wants to beat everybody to the punch. He wants to zig while everybody else zags. So we'll see how it works out.
Yeah, and Chicago, I had them trade down from 9 all the way down to 13, and they're still going to get their guy. He's fallen down the boards. They're going to get Byron Murphy II, huge anchor for that defense.
That's a great pick for their defensive line. They got Montez Sweat there now too, and who else they got on that? They got some pretty solid guys on that line. Either way, anchoring it up, making it real stout and solid that you're probably going to get pressure on the quarterbacks a decent amount of the time, unless you're playing like, you know, I don't know, Kansas City or something.
Yeah, and also picking up an interior guy who will slow down the run and let you have some more time of some more game clock so that you can have Caleb Williams on the field.
Yeah, and that's really important too, especially when you look at their opponents in their division. You got, you know, the Packers, who came out of nowhere last year. Everyone was expecting them to be shit. You got the Lions just absolutely dominating, and then you have the Vikings, who have a lot of star power on that team. They just picked up Aaron Jones, so like you said, that run defense is going to be really, really important.
Yeah.
All right, so Saints here. Saints here at pick 14. I think. You know, I think if somebody else is really anxious to pick up a defensive back here, I think they'll trade up for it. And I think, you know what? I think that the Steelers trade up here. I think there's a guy that they really like, and they really want to snag him. They got some decent picks, and they're just going to give them all away, every single one to the
Be
Saints.
safe, just to be safe.
This time the Saints are on the receiving end of that trade, not, giving away every single pick.
Yeah. There we go.
All right. And they're going to pick Quinion Mitchell.
Okay.
You got 3 or 4 cornerback needy teams coming up, and getting the first pick of those cornerbacks, that is a huge win for them.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I do not hate it at all.
Are you gonna go with the pick that we always do, or are you gonna do something different?
That's a great question. That's a fantastic question. I think I like your idea. I'm also gonna do a trade.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm gonna have the Falcons trade back up.
I like it.
They traded down to 18.
Some of their recently acquired draft capital, put it to use.
Yeah, really make sure that they can, the Colts can pick up a bunch of draft
Oh
capital.
my God.
Really even this trade out real quick. And they are going to draft Cooper DeJean.
Ooh, pair him up with who is it? Deontay Banks. Right.
Deontay Banks is Giants. We're talking about AJ Terrell.
Oh, I could have sworn that the Falcons picked up somebody. Anyways, so we got the good old Seahawks here at pick 16. They need interior O-line help and defensive help. Really need defensive help. So I think if we're here at pick 16, they drafted, or I'm sorry, not drafted, but they got, who did they get for their new head coach? He was a defensive guy, right?
Yeah, defensive coordinator from the Ravens. Can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Morris?
No.
I don't know why. Anyways, let's scroll down. Because I think that they are really going to like this guy come draft day. I'm going to give him the best edge in this draft, barring injury concerns. Laiatu Latu.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good fit, provided that he stays healthy.
Yeah. And, his injury test at the combine came back positive. So, not positive as in he was injured, but positive as in, he's all healed up, he's ready to go. He's, we're not really too worried about his injury concerns according to the tests. But, tests are good and all, but you'll never know until they actually get in on the field and get into play.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at Rodgers.
All right. Here, there's a little bit of a run going. They brought back Josh Allen, so I don't think edge is a crazy huge need for them.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive back could be nice, but protecting your boy Trevor Lawrence is a big deal. So I'm going to have them take Jackson Powers Johnson.
Ooh, that's a nice pickup.
Yeah.
All right, so Colts here at pick 18. I'd be tempted to trade this pick, but we already have traded down once, and I'm not going to do that triple trade down bullshit that we did the other day. So I think you're sitting here at pick 18, and I think you want to give weapons to your young quarterback. So let's scroll down, and let's draft Brian Thomas Jr. here. Somebody pair up with Michael Pittman Jr., 2 juniors on that receiving core, and you are going to be eating up the AFC South.
Yeah. No, I like it. Here at pick 19, you just had Aaron Donald retire. So you're going to need some help on that defensive line. Ideally, you go after an interior guy, and there's one sitting here. I think Jerzon Newton's going to be a really good fit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take Jazanu.
Yeah. All right, Saints here at pick 20. Again, something else I'd like to trade, but I think, again, already traded down once. I think they're going to sit here, and I think they're going to take Fuaga. I think he's a really good fit, really good run blocker. He's going to help production with Alvin Kamara and help protect your quarterback, Derek Carr, who had some injury concerns last year and just wasn't getting a lot of time to even process throws. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Let's see here. I am going to make a trade.
All right, what we got?
I'm going to have the Lions trading up here.
All right.
Fair deal. I'm going to have them trade up and take Terrion Arnold.
Ooh,
there's
okay.
a ton of defensive back needy teams between them and Miami. Moving up really helps them out. There's nobody on the board that I think Miami would be absolutely thrilled to get. Jared Verse might be nice.
Mhm.
Fashanu's still there. Graham Barton. There are a couple guys that are good, but they could still maybe get some of those guys at pick 29.
Yeah.
So,
It's an insanely deep class for many positions. So you're gonna be able to get a solid player in that early second round.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so pick 22 here, the Eagles. Eagles are gonna stick to their stereotypical, let's hold firm and wait to see what comes to us, and they get a huge stud that just falls to them here with Nate Wiggins, cornerback from Clemson, your favorite school in the SEC, and
it's the worst school on the planet, actually. And they're not even SEC.
I know. I know.
Wish they were SEC. They wish. All right. You got an edge in Dallas Turner with your first pick. You made the trade that gave you another one. There's some interesting routes I could take this.
There is a just slam dunk, though, staring you down.
There is. Yeah, and I know exactly what you're talking about. But am I going to do that? No. Because this is your Patriots.
Oh, great.
All right.
You're going to draft a kicker.
I'm going to give you... I still think you'll like this. I think you'll like this pick. I'm going to give you guys Adonai Mitchell.
Ooh, okay. My only thing with that, right, is that we've got the 34th pick in the draft, and it's very possible he falls to that. And if he doesn't, then there's still options for wide receivers that might fall to that.
Yeah, no, I know that they might be able to get him with their next pick, but I'm sure you know. I know it's under different management now, different people drafting. But the Patriots are no stranger to drafting a guy around 2 rounds, maybe even 3 rounds early. Cole Strange.
God, don't remind me.
Yeah. So I think it's possible they like this guy. They're going to go out and get him. That's the mindset that the Patriots typically have. I expect some of that to carry over into the new management.
Yeah, new regime.
Anyway, next pick.
All right, next pick here, you got the Dallas Cowboys here at pick 24. I'm kind of tempted to make a pretty scary move, potentially. You know what? I think I'm actually going to do it. Now, with all that draft capital they picked up from Minnesota, I think the Patriots trade right back up here and grab Fashanu. You can give away the 34th pick. You trade that, trade the next one too.
Yeah, I'm just being safe here.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I feel like this is perfectly
Don't you
reasonable.
fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it. Don't you do it. You
Look at Christian
son of a
Gonzalez.
bitch.
I'm gonna get 24. Balance trade. No, I think that that's a pretty good move. Very aggressive move. Um, but it makes sense hopping some of these teams to get a tackle, especially a premier tackle like Fashanu.
Yeah.
So I like it. I like it a lot.
And it also kind of matches what Dallas has been doing this offseason. I mean, they haven't done shit. They signed somebody decent. Was it Gregory? Randall Gregory? No,
I'm not sure.
they signed somebody decent, but other than that, they haven't really done anything. And trading back, just collecting some draft capital from the Patriots, I think that's going to be something that they like to do.
Yeah. So this pick that I have here, it's a little weird. It's definitely a bit of a reach from this position, but that's how the Packers roll. I think it's a fantastic fit. They're gonna go with Braden Fisk from Florida State.
Ooh, that is a nice pick, just because of how much it fits their MO.
Yeah.
Let's pick a guy that's gonna go probably early to mid second round. All right. So now we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at pick 26. Who are they going to go with? It's an easy pick, dude. Jared Verse, edge rusher from Florida State. Phenomenal edge rusher. Really smart player, too. Knows how to attack that O-line. He'll just kill it in Tampa Bay. Stays in state. Just great pickup for them.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Here, pick 27. There's some different ways I could go about it. There's some different players I could pick up. They got not Kool-Aid. They got Marv with their first pick. Huge deal. Great pickup. I think they're gonna go with a guy that should slide inside and be very, very good on the inside. They're going to go with Graham Barton.
Ooh, okay. I like Graham Barton there. Bills here at pick 28. They're a little pissed off because the two wide receivers that were projected to fall to them, both are gone. So who else we got for wide receivers still available? Because I know Adonai Mitchell and Brian Thomas are gone. You got
Lad McConkey.
The Lad McConkey, who you hate. Troy Franklin. So, I actually kind of like Troy Franklin here. I think he might be a solid pickup. But scroll back to the top for me. I think with all the releases in their offseason, I think it would be ignorant to not try to reinforce it. So I think let's go with Kool-Aid McKinstry, one of the most sure players that we have.
Okay.
I think
I like that pick.
Getting somebody in there, Tre'Davious White replacement, I think that'll be huge for them.
Yeah, I like that. Oh man, here at 29, Miami traded back here. There's some different ways you can go about it, but I think shoring up the offensive line would really, really help. Question is, which of these guys do you go for? I think they're going to go interior, and I think they're going to take Zach Frazier.
That's a good pickup. He's a really solid player from West Virginia. Now, Baltimore Ravens here. We were just having a conversation about this the other day about how good Baltimore's O-line was before free agency. They lose Morgan Moses. You got a decent backup person to fill in. I'm spacing out on his name right now. But you got a decent backup who's going to fill in for him. But why not get somebody who can really just fill in and excel and push that run blocking to a whole new level? Let's get J.C. Latham here.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to stay on trend here. I'm also going to take an offensive lineman again. I'm going to have the 49ers take Amarius Mims.
Mm-hmm.
A good bit more polished than Guyton already, and insane athlete. Should help out a lot in that super creative Kyle Shanahan offense.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And so we got the last pick of the draft here, pick 32. You know what the Chiefs need? They need a wide receiver and pretty much nothing else, despite what the needs say there. Why don't you just highlight filter positions to wide receiver? Now, Lad McConkey is a pretty easy pick here, They got Hollywood Brown, and it would be solid to just pick a. Good God. How do you even say that name?
Sure.
Ledietrich, that's how it is.
I think it's Lediatric.
Sure, whatever.
Mr. Griffin, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now, it'd be solid to get a really, really polished and consistent player like Ladd McConkey to complement the really flashy but inconsistent player that is Hollywood Brown. But I think you want a nice speedster, a pretty polished player overall. Let's get Roman Wilson here.
Alright.
Alright, so is it going to grade the draft? Damn. There we go. So yeah, that was a pretty solid draft. If we're the Carolina Panthers at pick 33, we'll throw it in. That way they get a pick too. Who is still available? I think Ladd McConkey would be a perfect pick for them.
Yeah, good reliable target for Bryce Young.
Very similar to Adam Thielen in that play style because Adam Thielen has been the white, but also he was also extremely consistent in his couple-year run with the Vikings where he was just playing out of his mind, and he'd be a really good mentor, a really good veteran to learn under for him. Really a recipe for success, combined with the amazing free agency that the Carolina Panthers have had. That would be a phenomenal pickup for them. You got it.
So,
go ahead.
Before we finish off here, what's your favorite pick that we made here for this first round?
I was about to ask that for you too. I'm automatically biased to go in and say that maybe one of my Patriots picks, maybe the pick I made with Fashanu. But as far as the fit goes, like fit-wise, I think I really either like Quinion Mitchell to the Steelers or I like the Jared Verse in Tampa Bay. Very similar rushing schemes there. And I think that's just a really solid fits for both teams, and it would really just really extend both defenses to a whole new level. What about you?
Yeah, no, I really like that. If I had to pick a personal favorite here, that's tough. But I think the Bears moving back from 9 to 13 and still getting Byron Murphy II is an absolute steal.
Yeah, that's a solid pickup.
That's highway robbery in my opinion, so I'll probably have to go with that.
Yeah, I like that too. You got a favorite trade here?
I mean, probably that one. But I also think Lions moving up for Terrion Arnold is a big deal. Same with, obviously, Minnesota moving up and getting a quarterback. That's always going to be a big trade.
I like it for my Patriots too, getting 2 first-rounders to really just flood your team with really good young talent.
Yeah, I mean,
go on.
It's definitely a big move getting that many first-rounders. You get Dallas Turner, Adonai Mitchell, and Olu Fashanu. 3 really, really good building blocks for the future.
Now, if this wasn't head-to-head, the way I would have probably done that was I probably would have reversed the Olu Fashanu and Adonai Mitchell picks, because I think you can pick Fashanu at 23 and then wait a little bit and then trade back up a couple picks later, maybe with the Cardinals or something. Trade back up with the Cardinals right before the Bills and snag Adonai Mitchell right there. But again, because it was head-to-head, you don't really have that foresight and you don't control all of the different teams here in the draft. So I still like it regardless, and I really think that was a solid choice for them. Like, overall, what a haul from the draft. You get the number 1 consensus edge rusher. You get the number 2 consensus tackle. Well, maybe not consensus, but you get the number 2 tackle as far as potential goes. And you get one of the best, most talented receivers. A little unpolished, but you get one of the best receivers. Romo Dune's mini, I've heard some people call him. But, man, that's just a great, great, great draft for them. And then who knows, maybe 3rd round you get some a quality starter quarterback like Spencer Rattler.
Hey, go Gamecocks.
But yeah, I mean, you got any other like things you think for this draft that you really love other than for a specific team?
Um, I overall I think the trades are fairly realistic, with the exception of maybe the Patriots trading back up. That'd be a big
Yeah.
move. And maybe the Bengals moving all the way up to 8. It's a lot of capital to make those moves. Patriots, you get the capital from trading down. But overall, this is around how many trades I expect to see. There are going to be situations where guys aren't falling on the boards the way teams want, and they're going to move back. And there are going to be some situations where teams are super eager to jump up. It happens every year. And I find that a lot of the times you'll get blindsided by how many trades happen in the first round.
Yeah, definitely. That was us last year, man. We were, crazy to see that Houston trades back up right after getting the second overall pick and get the third overall pick and draft, the 2 best players in that draft, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so any final closing thoughts?
No, I think that'll do it. So thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, we really appreciate you.
Yeah, definitely a shorter episode today, but we got a lot done here. We got a lot of really solid picks in. Next time probably going to see maybe even a wheel where we get some different potential randomness that you don't usually see from these regular mock drafts. More head-to-heads coming up in the future. Definitely going to be including trades from now on. Our first draft was no trades, so we just wanted to get our baseline draft and post-free agency. Who knows who signs in the future? We got a few free agents still out there in the open market. And who knows, maybe by the next time we'll get some huge league-shifting trade or free agent signing.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, always like and subscribe.
And we're looking forward to bringing you some more content soon.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.